Good evening, viewer. Welcome to our Globe TV or breaking news. Higher levels of inflammation in young adults associated with factors like obesity, physical inactivity, chronic illness, stress, and smoking are linked to decreased cognitive functions in midlife, according to a new study from UC San Francisco. Researchers previously linked higher inflammation in older adults to dementia, but this is one of the first studies to connect inflammation in early adulthood with lower cognitive abilities in midlife. We know, you know from long-term studies that brain changes leading to Alzheimer's disease and other dementias may take decades to develop, said first author Amber Baharik, PhD of the UCSF Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Science and the Well Institute of Neurosciences. We wanted to see if health and lifestyle habits in early adulthood may play a part in cognitive skills in midlife, which in turn may influence the likelihood of dementia in later life. In other study published in Neurology on July 3rd, researchers found that only 10% of those with low inflammation performed poorly or testing of processing speed and memory compared to 21% and 19% respectively of those with either moderate or higher levels of inflammation. When researchers adjusted for factors like age, physical activity and total cholesterol, disparities remained in processing speed, and the researchers also found differences in executive functioning, which includes working memory problem solving and impulse control. The study followed 2,364 adults in the cardiac study, which aims to identify the factors in young adulthood that lead to cardiovascular disease 2 to 3 decades later. Participants who were 18 to 30 years old when they entered the study and were tested 4 times over an 18-year period for the inflammatory marker C reactive protein, that is called CRP. They took the cognitive test 5 years after their last CRP measurements, by which time most participants were in their 40s and 50s. About half the participants were female, a little under half were black, and the rest were white. Some 45% had lower stable inflammation, while 16% had moderate or increasing inflammation, and 39% had higher levels. The researchers also linked higher levels of inflammation with physical inactivity, higher BMI, and current smoking. Inflammation plays a significant role in cognitive aging and may begin in early adulthood, said senior author Christina Afay, MD, a professor of psychiatry and behavioral science, neurology and epidemiology and biostatistics at UCSF. There is likely a direct and indirect effect of inflammation on cognition. BNS exclusive report, Globe TV, Delhi, Bharat.